it's Amanda, and I'm coming to you with I guess technically a 3-for-1 video today. We're going to be unboxing this pen. I have already opened the sticker and looked at it just like in the box, but I haven't like taken it out and done anything with it. But then we also have our Sailor 50 States inks, the newest releases, Delaware and Oregon. And we're going to take a look at these and swatch them, and I'm going to ink the pen with one of them, and yeah, so I think that would be super fun. Yeah, but we're going to start with the video. I'm going to timestamp, actually we're going to start with the video. We're going to start with the inks so they have a chance to dry, and then we will go ahead and look at the pen, and I will leave a timestamp in case you don't care about the ink, you just want to see the pen. I'll leave a timestamp below. And because I haven't been good about doing this, but I'm doing Colodex cards for my bottles of ink, but also keeping a coloring card. I'm going to go ahead and do both of these here. I'll probably speed this one up maybe. But yeah, I just want to go ahead and get these done so I don't have to go back and do them. And I'm wearing, you can't tell, but this is my holiday Christmas sweater. It has a unicorn on the front of it. It's very cute. Yeah. So Sailor 50 States, this time we have Delaware and Oregon. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm opening Oregon, so that's what we'll start with. It's a very pretty green color, it looks like. And Sailor's Oregon ink was inspired by the beautiful deep green of the deep green state tree, the Douglas fir. So there's a little doodle, I'm assuming with ink. And then Delaware is a very pretty purpley color that I think is right up my alley. So here's Delaware. Sailor's Delaware ink was inspired by the vibrant magenta state flower, the peach blossom. So very pretty. I think these look stunning together. Put that back, and yeah, so we'll go ahead and get swatching. I'm going to start with Oregon because that's the one that I grabbed. Very pretty, like luscious dark green color. Definitely looks foresty. Now I do these differently than I do my rings, but we're just gonna make it work. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. So I ordered these from Pen Chalet. That seems to be the place I end up getting most of these Sailor inks. They're a little less expensive than other places, and they usually ship relatively quickly. I buy all of these. I'm not sponsored in any sort of way. That's very pretty. Oops. It's a really pretty dark green. I can't wait to see what it looks like in the swatch. And then since I'm doing the dip pen stuff here, I'm gonna just I have a bottle, and I ordered it from Pen Chalet, and it's 2020. I usually do a little more writing on this because I can. So alrighty, so that's exciting. Uh-oh, I had, oh, shoot. Alrighty, and I picked, for these inks, I picked my two brushes that like hold a lot of ink, because these inks are supposed to kind of like have some cool sheening stuff. The Sailor 50 States inks seem like they usually do have some sort of like sheening stuff going on, so I want to make sure that I get as much as possible on these swatches. That's so pretty. Oh, that's so pretty. That's so, so pretty. Okay. That's really pretty. I love that a lot. Okay, so there is Sailor Oregon. And next up we have Sailor Delaware. Remove the paper a little. I'm going to do the same thing that I did here. Here's what Delaware looks like. That's like a bright magenta color. I kind of dig it. Hi, Mr. B. Cool. Okay, oops, I forgot to do my writing on this one, so we'll go ahead and do that real fast. Okay, so next up we are going to do our painty swatches. I'm going to do this one because this one seems to get it piled on and needs the longest to dry. I like that. I like that color a whole lot. That is a very pretty color. Okay, so We're going to let these dry. Oops. This is such a pretty color. Okay. Okay, we will come back to those. Next up, we have the pen, the TWSBI. This is the TWSBI Mini Rose Gold 2. It's white and rose gold. I hope they come out with a black version. I also hope they come out with the black version of the Eco and like a white version of the 580, or like even like a, I don't know, like a clear I don't know. I want all the rose gold. So I have already opened this, and like I said, I've taken a peek at it just because I didn't want to wait. I haven't opened it, I haven't taken it out of the box, but here's what it looks like. It's so pretty. Okay. If you're new to TWSBI, then you're probably new to my channel because I open a lot of TWSBIs because I get almost all of them. So here's what it looks like. It comes in this clear plastic box. Let me zoom back out so you can see. It comes in this clear plastic box on the bottom. It tells you what pen it is, kind of gives you a diagram. Each end is sealed by these clear plastic stickers. I just take them out and stick them on top or on the bottom. And then you open this and you have your pen. These just pop off. The pen comes out. It's so cute. Okay, and then underneath here, I'm not sure what, I don't usually open these, but I just wanted to make sure everybody knew what was in a TWSBI box. Under here you get your wrench and silicone grease, and this comes with all TWSBIs. Ecos get like a plastic wrench, and it's a little more obvious in the box, but they all come with silicone grease, they all come with a wrench. I believe the vac pens also come with a couple of extra O-rings. Yeah, so that's awesome. Put these back, put that back. I don't usually look at this stuff ever again afterwards. It also comes with like instructions on how to fill it and how to grease it. Again, I don't usually mess with those because I have 8 gajillion TWSBIs. And if you've seen my pen video, you know that. So I'm very familiar with the brand. My very favorite pen, or not favorite, but my very first pen when I got back into fountain pens was a TWSBI Mini. It wasn't a rose gold one, unfortunately, but yeah. It was a TWSBI Mini. I do want to show you how it compares to the 580. So it is mini, and then here it is next to the Eco. Just in case you wanted to see that. I feel like the white on this pen is a little more polished. I don't know, maybe it's just the shape of it, I don't know. It seems like it's a little more refined, but again, it could just be like the shape and the smoothness of it. I'm not really sure. The Eco did not have the rose gold piston, but the Mini does, as does the 580. If you got the Eco, the Golden Horse Eco, that does have a rose gold piston and like a clear cap. It's very pretty. It's kind of expensive though, so although this is expensive too. This pen was the same price as the 580, so if you really want to get your money's worth, I'd suggest the 580, but they don't have the white version in 580, so if you really prefer the white, you'll need to get the Mini. I'm shocked because usually the Minis are about $10 cheaper than 580s, like in normal pricing, but I guess the specific rose gold, I'm trying to think, does the rose gold look... I don't think it really looks different. I think it looks different compared to the original one. There were mini versions, a black and a white. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay. I love how it feels. It feels nice like this does. This feels cheaper. So I don't know if this is like, I mean, it is an Eco, so I don't know if the plastics are different or they're just finished different. But yeah, this feels just like the 580. It's just, it doesn't have the ring. The ring is different. It has an O-ring here, but the O-ring keeps the cap because you have to screw to post. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll open the pen up. You have your rose gold nib. This Mini uses the same nib as the Eco. A really cute section. I can technically hold this and write comfortably without it, but I prefer the weight. I would need to screw that on better. I prefer the weight of having the cap on it. If you want to see how it compares to the 580 normal, it's a little bit longer. I don't ever post my 580s because they're like, you're not really meant to. I mean, technically you could, but it makes it very unwieldy and kind of crazy to write with. So as much as I am a person who likes posting their pens, but I never do. So this is how it differs. You can see it's about, you know, like, I don't know, half an inch maybe, 3/4 of an inch. Is that a full inch? I don't know. I don't have a ruler here, but yeah. So it's just a little bit longer than the TWSBI Rose Gold by itself. It's a really manageable length. I like it. The section is, it looks like it's a tiny bit smaller. I don't have a tool to measure like the width or anything. I think they're the same amount around. Maybe it's a little thinner. I can't really tell. Yeah, but technically the section here is a little longer, so it's a little more comfortable to hold, but I just love the mini size. It's perfect, in my opinion. I really enjoy it. So, yeah, so that is the mini. Has the end cap. There is a rose gold ring. You have the threads for posting, then O-ring, and then the little faceted barrel. The grip section. Oh, there's another O-ring also to keep the cap on here. Kind of just helps tighten it, I guess. And then another ring around here. And then the nib. And the nib, I think I said this earlier, but the nib on the mini is the same nib as the Eco. Or maybe it's a little smaller? I thought it was the same nib, but it kind of looks different. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a little smaller? I don't know. And then it's definitely different than the nib on the regular 580, which has the broad shoulders. So cool. So let's go ahead and ink this up. Actually, I will go ahead and flush it out because everybody gets mad at me when I don't do that. So I'll be right back. Okay, I flushed my pen out. You could see that it's wet. Now you can be mad at me about being wet instead. And I am going to ink it with the Sailor Organ because, I don't know, I'm just feeling green. So, let me go ahead and ink this up. Got a pretty full fill. The ink capacity is obviously smaller than an Eco or a 580. I probably could unfill it and fill it a little bit more, but it's just a tiny air bubble and I don't care. So we're not going to mess with that. I was actually going to ink this with a sample of like a random sample that I had lying around. But then I decided since that ink is here, I will not do it. So, cool. And I got a medium nib on mine. Yeah, I thought about getting a broad, but I just wanted another medium. I already have a medium too, so I don't know. I just wanted a medium. So here's how it writes. This ink is very dark. I kind of like it. It almost looks black. I feel like you could use it in a work setting if you wanted to. It is really nice. That's a really pretty color. It's very wet. These Sailor inks are pretty wet. This nib seems like it's juicy. I feel like these like rose gold nibs are actually pretty juicy. I've never had a problem with them. My broad nib is like, I don't even know what ink is in this pen, but my broad nib is like so, oops. I haven't written with it in a while, so now it's making me a liar, but, oh, do I have a shimmer ink in here? No, I have no idea what ink is in here. There we go. Yeah, I have no idea what ink is in here. Probably something from a 30 inks. And then here is the Eco Mini, or the Eco Medium. This has a shimmer ink in it. It's very pale. But, yeah, so TWSBI. So there are the rose gold comparisons. This mini writes pretty broadly, but this broad is not writing as broadly as it usually does, and I have no idea what ink is in here, like I said. But Sailor inks are pretty wet. So let's go ahead and look at our, I have ink all over the place. I don't know where it came from, if it came from the pen. It's all over my table and all over my finger. Okay, it's so pretty though. So let's get our background paper so you can see these better. Zoom out. So here is Sailor 50 States, Oregon. It's not as dark. It dries lighter, at least in the swab. It's a really pretty dark green though. Looks like it has like a dark sheen or a halo maybe. In places it looks like it's black where you get a lot of ink. And then here is so much sheen. It reminds me a little of Yamabudo, or even the 50 States 531, or not 50 States, the Ink Studio 531, or like, yeah, this is still drying, but oh my gosh, so pretty. So here are our Sailor inks. We'll zoom in so you can see a little bit. Awesome. Whoops, too far. I hope that you enjoyed this video, seeing all these pens. I'm going to just throw these in here because why not? Cool. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for watching this 2-for-1 video where we have the Sailor inks and our pen. This is the real focus, these two, and then these are just here for show. So cool, so awesome. I hope you enjoyed this video. If I have some videos that I have planned that I haven't either filmed or uploaded yet, so you might see a video from me before Christmas, but if not, it's a busy time of year. I hope that you have a very Merry Christmas if you celebrate, if you like celebrate Yule or any other winter holiday. I know Hanukkah's already passed, but if you celebrate any sort of winter holiday, happy Festivus, happy whatever you celebrate, happy Thursday, happy Friday, happy Saturday, happy whatever you celebrate. I hope that it's a happy one for you, and I will see you soon. Take care. Love you. Bye.